It's never been more attractive to work for yourself and turn a side hustle into the main hustle. We're living in the age of the entrepreneur. But there's nothing worse than starting a business with an expectation here and the reality down here. It can lead to multiple losses, whether that's motivation, whether that's savings, whether that's profit. So when you start your company, you want it to succeed fast. We know it's not the be all and end all, but it can help. So if you successfully want to start your business from scratch, here's the 3 things I would recommend. The first thing I'd do is to validate your idea first. Validation is not asking your mum or your dad whether you think the business idea will work. My mum is my biggest cheerleader, which is amazing for me. The problem is if I ask her any business idea, she's going to say, it will be amazing because you're amazing. And the reality is the public that don't know me don't care. There may not be a need, it may be a rubbish idea, it might just be a really bad product. Dan Priestley, a UK-based entrepreneur, talks about launching wait lists and landing pages. This is where you promote your idea and create a waiting list where people can register their interest. As soon as that interest reaches a certain number or a certain sample size, you can act on that interest straight away, knowing that there's interest from people outside of your own mum. There's nothing worse than trying to slog a dead horse. An idea, a product or service that just doesn't work. Having waiting lists and promoting a product before the launch of it can help you get an idea whether there's going to be a demand or not. The best companies in the world fail, but they fail quick. In trying to validate your idea, fail quickly. Don't die slowly. The second thing I do is deliver an MVP, a minimum viable product. You're only trying to solve one problem, not 20 at the same time. The mistake I see from a lot of new entrepreneurs is they diversify before they have one thing that works, which means ultimately they end up having 15 things that the business does, but none of them work and none of them bring in any money. I see this a lot with some people's personal brands. They're crypto experts, they're Forex experts, they're well-being experts, they sell bodybuilding programs, they have their own merchandise, but none of you have heard of them. And that's because they're busy spinning plates doing so much, they never actually get good at any one thing. The best influencers you know online and the best businesses, yes, they might provide different services. But once upon a time, there would have been one thing they got really, really good at before they diversified. Scrub Daddy is a great example of this. It's the sponge you wash up with. Scrub Daddy started as one product on Shark Tank. It's now multiple different products. It would never have become the company it is today if it didn't originally have one great, outstanding, market-leading product. Simplicity wins when you're trying to start a new business and trying to get it to succeed. You don't need to spin plates. The third thing I do to successfully start a company from scratch is to promote the life out of it. In the world of fighting, the best promoters in the world earn fortunes. Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren, and anyone that's involved in the UFC. In America, you know when the UFC is coming to your city. And in the UK, we know when there's a big fight on because it's plastered everywhere. It creates headlines on any media outlet. People are talking about it and it's all over the news. They're creating such an interest in the fight, people want to tune in and watch it. This is what you need to create with your product. So how do you promote your business? You do it indirectly or you do it directly. Directly with people that you meet, telling them the service that you provide. This happens on a micro level, but you're more likely to get a high level of buy-in. Or you do it on a mass scale. You post on social media. You go on YouTube, you go on Instagram, you go on TikTok, you go on Facebook, and you post on LinkedIn to promote your brand. If you're posting 7 days a week across 7 different platforms, that's 49 bits of content every single day. It's not just going to be your mum and dad that are going to see the content. It's going to be the mass public. And if they know of your product and service, they're more likely to buy it. Launching any business is tough. But if you can get a great start, it gives you a boost for year 1 into year 2. When I first started my company, the first 6 months were unbelievable. And it's still what I'm getting paid for today. So validate your idea fast. Keep it simple and promote it to within an inch of its life. Hopefully this video helps any aspiring business owner or entrepreneur start their company and succeed fast. If you think it's added value for you, please subscribe and like. It goes a long way in trying to build this community. To get in contact or find out more, head to www.camives.com and I'd love to hear from you. And just remember, above everything else, you're the difference.